Hello guys, my name is Noel and you are welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Do smash the like button and please don't forget to share this video as well. In my channel, what I do is to help you access important information on how you can study abroad, especially in the European Union, at a very affordable tuition fees. Yes, and the idea is to empower you with the right information and motivation so that you can understand how the process works, and then eventually you can be able to make these applications by yourself, okay, independently. So today, I want to share with you the next step towards your journey to study in Luxembourg. So once you have gotten admission at the University of Luxembourg, what I will call conditional offer of admission, a lot of people are confused on what next. What are the next steps to follow for you to get your temporary authorization to stay, for you to apply for the registration of your certificate, and for you to arrive Luxembourg to start your studies. One thing is to get the admission, but that's not where it ends. You need to also follow the other processes to travel to Luxembourg. So I'm going to tell you step by step what you're going to do once you have been offered a conditional offer at the University of Luxembourg. I will tell you step by step the next steps that to follow for you to finally arrive Luxembourg for your studies. So by the way, I think about 5 or 6 of my subscribers have already secured an admission at the University of Luxembourg, and then congratulations to them, and I hope you will be the next. Okay, so and one of them have shared his admission letter with me, and I was able to look at different information on the letter. Normally, once you secure an admission at the University of Luxembourg, they will highlight, they will explain all the necessary steps you're gonna take for you to arrive Luxembourg. But again, there's a lot of information there. Some people are a bit confused on how to go about this process. So I'm going to break it down to you right now. So get a cup of coffee or tea, green tea, and sit back. Get your pen while I explain these steps to you guys. So now, after admission offer at the University of Luxembourg, what next? What next? What are you going to do next to arrive Luxembourg? Now, number one, let's look at the application for the temporary authorization to stay in Luxembourg as a student. The next thing to do after you must have secured a conditional admission offer at the University of Luxembourg is for you to apply for the temporary authorization to stay in Luxembourg. Based on the information I found on the admission letter of one of my subscribers this year, I'm going to explain to you what you're going to do and how you're going to go about this. Now, you must fill a completed application. You must file a completed application for the temporary authorization to stay as a student in Luxembourg. And this application must reach the Ministry of Foreign and European Affairs, Immigration Directorate by 1st of July 2024 at the latest, based on the admission letter for this academic year, 2024-2025 academic year. Once you have secured a conditional offer to study at the University of Luxembourg, you must file an application for the temporary authorization to stay in Luxembourg, and this application must reach the Ministry of Foreign and European Affairs, Immigration Directorate by 1st of July 2024 at the latest. If you miss this deadline based on the admission offer of one of my subscribers that I saw today, this is the information right there. If you miss this deadline, then your conditional offer will be cancelled. Now, I already made a video about the steps that you have to take for the temporary authorization to stay application. So check my YouTube channel and watch that video so you can understand the steps to take in making this application. Now make sure you send the application to Luxembourg, the Immigration Directorate in Luxembourg, by using a courier service, maybe DHL or UPS, as the case may be. Now remember that you need to have a certain amount of money as a proof of fund in your account when making the application for temporary authorization to stay in Luxembourg. As of last academic session, the amount stated by the ministry was about 15,190 euros has to be in your account. 15,190 euros has to be in your account. Please cross-check with the ministry again to know or to ascertain if that amount still remains the same. I have to also warn you, be careful. If you are using your local currency as your proof of fund in your bank statement and your certificate, make sure you are aware of the foreign exchange fluctuations. Because if you send your account statement and your local currency fluctuates and then comes down, they're gonna use, obviously, I'm just thinking that they might use the exchange on the day they are processing your application. And if if your local currency has gone down, that might affect the overall balance in your account. And that means that could be one of the reasons for refusal. Again, I am not speaking for the Immigration Directorate. I do not have any affiliation with them. I'm just analyzing the possible scenario that might be a problem for you so that you can be able to plan ahead proactively to circumvent these potential pitfalls. And also, it's important that if you can have this proof of fund in euro, that would be better. But you can also use your local currency as a proof of fund, but make sure you are aware of the foreign exchange fluctuation, which might impact the overall balance of your certificate and bank statement by the time they are going to process your application. And also, it's important that you also inform your bank to send a letter or email to the Immigration Directorate, that's Ministry of Foreign and European Affairs, Immigration Directorate in Luxembourg, for them to validate your statement of account, because sometimes if it comes from you, they might need further confirmation from your bank to be sure that that statement or that bank certificate is actually from you and that can belongs to you. So apart from just including the proof of fund, your bank statement or certificate from the bank in your application for the temporary authorization to stay, I would suggest you also inform your bank to email the Ministry of Foreign and European Affairs, Immigration Directorate Luxembourg, for them to confirm that the account is actually from the bank. So the first thing to do after you must have secured your conditional offer is to apply for the temporary authorization to stay in Luxembourg. And this has to reach the ministry by 1st of July 2024. I'm talking about this 2024-2025 academic session. Your application has to get to the ministry in Luxembourg by 1st of July 2024. If you miss this deadline, your offer might be cancelled. Please, time is very, very important. You have to move with speed and efficiency and determination. So, what next? So, and send the application to the Luxembourg Immigration Directorate in Luxembourg. After you must have applied for your temporary authorization to stay, what is the next step? Now, application to the Luxembourg Ministry of Higher Education and Research to register your higher education diploma in the Register of Certificates will be the next steps once you have completed your application for the temporary authorization to stay. Application to the Luxembourg Ministry of Higher Education and Research to register your higher education diploma, allowing you to access master's degree studies in the Register of Certificates. This must be done from your home country as soon as you receive your authorization to stay from your home country. Once you have made the application for the temporary authorization to stay in Luxembourg, once that is approved and you have received that in your home, from while you're in your home country, the next thing to do is to apply to the Luxembourg Ministry of Higher Education and Research to register your higher education diploma, allowing you to access master degree studies in the Register of Certificates. This is for those who are coming from master's degree program, not for bachelor's degree program. I'm talking specifically for those of you who have secured an admission to study a master's degree program at the University of Luxembourg. This application must be done as soon as you receive your authorization to stay in Luxembourg. Check my YouTube channel for the procedure on how to apply for this register, how to register your higher education diploma, allowing you to access master degree studies in the Register of Certificates. But you can also access the ministry website for you to see the procedure and processes on how you can make this application. Note, very, very importantly, the registration of your higher university degree in the Register of Title is an important condition for your admission to the University of Luxembourg and for the issue of your residence permit. Therefore, you are encouraged to wait for the receipt of the registration of your degree at the Register of Titles before coming to Luxembourg. Once you have applied for your temporary authorization to stay in Luxembourg while still in your own country and it has been approved, the next thing is for you to apply for this registration of your higher university degree in the Register of Title, because it's very, very important for you to do that, because it's an important prerequisite for you to really enroll at the University of Luxembourg and for the issuance of your residence permit. So you are advised or encouraged to wait for the receipt of this registration of your degree at the Register of Titles before leaving your country to Luxembourg. Now, without this documentation, that is the Register of Titles of your degree, the University of Luxembourg will not validate your final registration on arrival. Remember, once you arrive in Luxembourg, you have to go to the admission department, SIV, and make your final face-to-face registration. Without this documentation that I've mentioned just a few seconds ago, the university will not validate your final registration on arrival to Luxembourg. And without this final registration at the University of Luxembourg, the Ministry of Foreign and European Affairs, Directorate of Immigration, will not be able to issue you a residence permit. And consequently, you will be asked to return to your home country because you did not fulfill all the requirements. So everything is intertwined, everything is interconnected, from temporary authorization to stay application, to register of your title before coming to Luxembourg, to your final registration at the University of Luxembourg on arrival to the application of your residence permit in that sequence. You have to do these things sequentially and with speed because time is important. Note, the registration of your bachelor's degree in the Register of Titles of the Ministry of Higher Education and Research is only applicable to students accepted into a master's degree program. Remember, in my previous video, I've explained this. Upon arrival to Luxembourg, you have to do the following. Report yourself to the University of Luxembourg with your passport, temporary authorization to stay letter, receipt of Register of Titles of your higher education. And then register your arrival at the commune where your residence is. For example, the locality where your dormitory is, you have to register yourself at the local authority. It's called commune in Luxembourg. When I arrived, my dormitory was a place called Obercom, which is under Differdange commune. So I have to go there after I went to the University of Luxembourg to announce my arrival, register at the university, and I went to the commune to register my arrival. Within 3 days of arrival, you have to report yourself to the commune where your dormitory is situated. Then you have to also go for a medical test at the government assigned clinic also within 3 days of your arrival. And you have to apply for a residence permit within 3 months of your arrival in Luxembourg. Remember, if you do not apply for the register of certificate before the time, you will not be able to apply for a residence permit, and the university will not validate your final registration, and you might be asked to return back to your home country. So everything is in sequence. So for more information on application of residence permit, contact the Ministry of Foreign and European Affairs, Immigration Directorate, Department of Foreigners, Luxembourg. And you can also watch my videos on my channel about the steps on how to make your application for residence permit. Remember, when making your application to register your diploma, bachelor's degree certificate in the Register of Qualification, Higher Education, right, section, right? So make sure you do that registration as well. And when making this application to register your diploma, bachelor's degree certificate in the Register of Qualification, Higher Education section, make sure you also include a copy of your temporary authorization to stay as well when making this application. Okay, so in summary, after you must have secured admission, conditional offer to study at the University of Luxembourg, the next thing to do, the very immediate thing to do, is for you to apply for the temporary authorization to stay in Luxembourg. I have explained these steps in my video in my channel, and you can also visit the website of Ministry of Foreign and European Affairs, Immigration Directorate, Luxembourg. You have to make this application to the Immigration Directorate in Luxembourg. You can post your application via courier service, okay, DH or UPS. And according to the admission letter I saw currently just a few days ago from the University of Luxembourg, which is from one of my subscribers, you have to make this application for temporary authorization to stay in Luxembourg before 1st of July at the latest, 2024. If you miss this deadline, your conditional offer will be cancelled. According to the University of Luxembourg, I saw one of my subscribers' admission letter just a few days ago. This was clearly highlighted in that letter. Once you have done these steps, then the next step will be to apply application to the Luxembourg Ministry of Higher Education and Research to register your higher education diploma, allowing you to access master's degree studies in the Register of Certificates. This must be done from your home country as soon as you receive your authorization to stay from your home country. And that's it. And once you have done this, everything is in place. Make sure you receive receipt from this application before leaving your country to Luxembourg. because on arrival at the University of Luxembourg, you have to present receipt of this registration of your higher education certificate and also evidence of your temporary authorization to stay in Luxembourg and your passport for you to do the final registration at the University of Luxembourg, which will also help you to apply for your residence permit in Luxembourg. If you do not come with these things, the University of Luxembourg will not complete your final registration, and that means you might be asked to return to your home country because you have failed to fulfill all the conditions. Again, I do not work for the University of Luxembourg. I have no affiliation with any of these authorities. I'm just helping you with this information based on my research on this particular topic and my personal experience having studied at the University of Luxembourg and having lived in Luxembourg as well. I hope this video will help you to understand clearly the next steps to take once you have secured admission, a conditional offer to study at the University of Luxembourg. Remember, you have to move with speed. Do not waste time. Everything is time bound. I hope this will help you. Remember, you have the power to bend reality and create your own future. I am the one investor. Please let me know if you have gotten admission recently. Let me know below the comment section. And of course, you can ask me questions as well. Please like this video, like, share. And of course, do not forget to just drop your comments, your questions below the comment section. I am the One Investor. Thank you for watching and God bless you. Really good. Do you know that you can study abroad and pay as little as 200 euros per semester? Yes, 200 euros per semester. You don't have to break the bank to fulfill your goal or ambition of studying abroad. So visit my channel. You're gonna see videos of countries in the European Union Schengen zone where you can study and pay very low tuition fees, and even in some cases free of charge. I have videos across countries like Luxembourg, the Czech Republic, Belgium, Austria, Slovakia, Hungary, and so many others. All you need is right information, and you can be able to do this thing yourself. Remember, you have the power to bend reality and create your own future. Stop dreaming, stop thinking, start acting. Click on my channel, visit my YouTube channel and watch those videos. Like, subscribe, and then drop your questions. Together, we can make it. Come on, let's go.